أهلا بكم مشاهدينا في حلقة جديدة وسبيشل من برنامج السينما الأسبوعي سينماجازين. لماذا هذه الحلقة سبيشل؟ لأنها الحلقة رقم 308 وهي الحلقة الأخيرة من برنامج سينماجازين. هذا البرنامج الذي عرض على شاشة الحرة ولأول مرة في مايو 2004 واستمر عرضه بنجاح وبدون انقطاع طيلة هذه السنوات. 308 حلقة كنت فيها حريصة كمقدمة ومعدة للبرنامج على تقديم أحدث أعمال السينما في العالم، فأجريت مقابلات مع أبرز نجوم الفن السابع سواء في العالم العربي أو في السينما العالمية. قمنا أيضا في البرنامج بتغطية أبرز مهرجانات السينما العالمية، فكان لنا تواجد سنوي في مهرجانات كان وفينيسيا وبرلين وساندانس ولندن وروتردام والقاهرة وأبو ظبي ودبي. وكانت لنا لقاءات حصرية مع ممثلين ومخرجين يطلون ولأول مرة على الجمهور العربي من خلال قناة الحرة. 308 حلقة قدمنا فيها أحدث الأخبار السينمائية من هوليوود، وكان لنا حضور دائم من على ريد كاربتس في افتتاح أفلام السينما الأمريكية والأوروبية. أحداث ومناسبات ولقاءات كثيرة كان من الصعب حصرها بحلقة واحدة، لكن كونها الحلقة الأخيرة حاولنا أن نستعرض معا أبرز المقابلات التي أجريتها مع نجوم السينما العالمية. نتابع معا. الممثلة غونيث بالترو تتعاون
It's always exciting, everything that happens, but I know that Gloria Estefan is there, and I'm going to see if I can get her to sing.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
It was my pleasure.
Thank
You're
you very much.
lovely, and it was a wonderful interview.
Thank you. What are the things you like about Berlin?
About Berlin, the enthusiasm for cinema. It's a great love of cinema. I love it.
It's funny. It's kind of doesn't feel like that different or that long ago.
One of the coolest characters in cinema ever is Snake, Escape from New York. You know, there is a remake going on.
Right.
What's your take on that?
The character of Snake is going to be, from what I understand, Gerard Butler is going to play that. So the only thing that I thought was interesting, different about that was I always saw Snake as quintessentially one thing, American.
In Aquila and the Bee, I play a character called Dr. Joshua Larrabee.
One of the most horrifying scenes in films.
We're in the business.
Did you decorate that?
I was here last night. I hope you like it.
You say all night decorating?
Just hours.
The movie is mainly about obsession. Do you have an obsession yourself? Numerology, astrology, any sort of obsession?
Spirituality.
Yeah.
I've been, that's been, I wouldn't call it an obsession. I just think that that's where it's at. You know, for me, you know, my rock stars are Eckhart Tolle and, Gandhi and people like that I admire.
Where did you shoot the movie and did you face any difficulties?
We shot the movie in Amman, Jordan. We had a tremendous amount of cooperation from the Prince.
What's your message for young filmmakers and young actors?
The message for
Can you give them like a tip or an advice?
Yeah, for young actors, for young actresses, I would say die before you're 29 because no one's really interested in anyone after 25. I think the age gets lower and lower and lower.
Any difficulties in communication?
With love, you don't have difficulties.
Does it really bother you when you meet people, like say in the street, or you meet, your fans, and they tell you, Jackie Chan, say something funny, do a comedy thing? Does it bother you?
Yes, everybody like I believe tonight you go red carpet. Jackie, give me a kick. Jackie, give me a punch. Nobody tell Robert De Niro, give me a kick, give me a punch. Yeah, why? Why everybody see me? Jackie Chan. Why nobody say Robert De Niro? One day I just, hi Jackie, you are a good actor.
Schumacher, nice to see you here.
Nice to see you.
And I have to start to congratulate you on the film. I watched it last night, and I have to say the opening credits alone are better than many of the films I've seen this year.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
Thank you. I will tell Peter, who worked on them with us.
You once said, I will always be an outsider looking at the world from a different angle, and that's what makes you very successful as a director. Do you still see yourself that way?
In real life, yes. But the movie I'm making, I feel like insider. Sometimes I trust movie more than the world I see. Larger-than-life characters living in a fantasy world. This is your perfect world, Terry Gilliam. Tell me more about it.
It's almost one reason I didn't make it. It was too obvious.
Stephen King said, I believe, that your next success as a movie maker would have to wait until he writes another prison movie.
And I keep waiting. I keep waiting. Steve, where's the next prison movie? Come on, pal.
You did a lot of training, and you were practicing for the movement, and actually it was choreographed on the spot while shooting. How did you do that?
Well, I trained for 3 months, and then when we started filming, we went to Beijing, and we shot the whole House of Blue Leaves sequence,
Right.
which is the Lucy Liu and the Crazy 88.
On what basis do you choose your script? Is it on basis of the script itself, the people involved in it, the director?
I think it's all those things.
All those things.
Yeah. Definitely the script, definitely the director, and then of course the character. I have to, there has to be like an innate understanding of how it's played.
One last question. I wanted to ask you about your look. Do you have a new movie you're doing?
Oh, I'm just a slob. I'm a slob.
Can you say a word in Arabic?
Shukran.
Mr. Clooney, pleasure to meet you. Thank you. What do you think the main message in the movie is? Is it like Christmas is too commercial, we should be more involved with the family?
I think that there's a lens looking at it from a very critical point, saying, what are we doing?
Not by any means a traditional action hero, yet you managed to give so much credibility to the character of Jason Bourne. How did you put that together? How did you manage to do this role?
Well, it was a lot of, first of all, strategizing before the first movie about how to approach it. And what we kind of settled on was the director and I decided that there were a bunch of different things that I could learn how to do that would help make the character more believable.
Third time working with director John Madden, do you think this is a recipe for success?
Well, certainly for me it is. I have such respect for him. He's such an incredibly intelligent man, both intellectually and emotionally, and I think we have a very good chemistry and working relationship, and I think I always seem to do my best work with him. So
when you first started the project until last night here in Cannes, where were you most under pressure?
Oh, I really felt like I was under a lot of pressure shooting in the Louvre because we had such a limited amount of time.
In the movie, there's lots of personal references with personal favorites of some movies, from spaghetti western to samurai films, kind of stitched together.
Yeah, very much so.
Is it your most personal movie yet?
Yes, I would definitely say it's definitely my most personal movie. I mean, some of that would be on the surface, and a whole lot of it would be underneath the surface, but yeah, it's definitely my most personal movie.
Very well-known fact, you're an actor, producer, one-time director. Little-known fact, you're a licensed pilot.
Yeah.
Tell us about this.
Well, I've always wanted to be a pilot, I always wanted to fly.
Even the characters in your movies, when they're set in Europe instead of New York, the characters seem to be different also. How do you work this out? They seem to be more refined than the New Yorker personality.
Well, yeah, I guess when you're shooting in England, there is a kind of aristocratic air that London infuses the movie with.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Tilly, and I hope you'll watch me with Aisha on Cinemagazine.
فاصل قصير نواصل من بعده متابعة هذه الحلقة الخاصة من سينماجازين، فابقوا معنا.